Yeah, but it's tomorrow. I'll just go out and shovel with a hair dryer. It's fine. Just
Just
just blow it all.
10-15 second intro for the Marci's Playground
all right.
podcast.
It's another episode of Marci's Playground. I have got my dear friend John Corabi on with me. It's we go way back, John. We go way back.
You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I think we've known each other now because I believe it was 2003 or so that I met you at that
Yeah,
uh
the
the
gig.
yes, and 2003, so we've known each other like 23, 22, 23 years, which is weird because what, you're only like 21.
I'm 27, to be honest. We
Okay,
full
sorry.
disclosure.
I
20.
babysat her, folks, which was really creepy.
John used to make me popcorn, and
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
would
yeah.
tell me all his
Took
women
her.
problems. How
Yeah, I
are
know.
you? How are things?
Good, man. I've got some time off from the Daisies, and I did a solo record. Had some awesome friends help me out with it, and now I've just kind of put together this awesome little band. I call it End Friends.
John
Um,
Corabi and friends.
yeah, I mean we're all friends anyway. Like as big as the music industry is, you
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
it's crazy. You know, like over the years, how many people you wind up having in your Rolodex. But all the guys here live in Nashville, and
Yeah.
some of them played on the record. Um, but it's been awesome. I'm getting great response at YouTube and all those streaming sites that I don't have a freaking clue how they work. Um, but it's been awesome. I mean, so far so good. And you, my dear, are my first interview for this whole cycle.
Am I
So
popping
it's
the New Day cherry?
yes, you are.
It's a
Yes, you
beautiful.
are.
I am honored.
It,
I'm
it
honored.
really does, and it really does feel good.
Okay, very good. Very well. I'm honored to do it, and the song is great. I posted a little
Thank
clip
you.
when I was teasing this interview. So you kind of play. You were with Dead Daisies.
Yes,
Then you took a little hiatus, and then
Y-
you jumped back in with Dead Daisies. So you're
yes,
still doing that.
yeah. David. First of all, obviously, it's common knowledge. David Lowey's a businessman as well. So I don't know exactly how old his dad is, but his dad had some health issues like a year or so ago, and we were like on the road. A few years prior to that, David lost his mother. And I
Oh,
think he
I'm
just
sorry.
wanted to take some time. His dad, I call him Big Frank. Um, he's God, I want to say he's like 95, 96.
Dang.
So David was like, obviously we have all these different businesses and things like that. So my dad's getting up there in age. We're just trying to sort some things out there. So we took off 2026, part of 27, and I think we go back out again. I'm not totally sure about the date, but I think we go back out in March of 27.
Okay, so you have a minute.
Yes. So in the meantime, um, on our last tour, I got a call to do. Uh, my manager called me. My personal manager
Right.
called me and asked me if I would be willing to do a record for that company, Frontiers, who just kind of did this big merger thing with Sony and the Orchard. And um, so I said, yeah, sure. I had a bunch of songs that I had started writing. And so Marty and I got together, Marty Fredrickson,
Hmm, hmm.
and we just wrote like four or five new songs, put a few of the other ones that I had that were unreleased, and just kind of put it out there. And New Day is single number one.
And Marty, is he in Nashville too?
Yeah, everybody is.
Is in Nashville? Yeah. I mean,
So
everybody has.
everybody that's in my band and is involved in this record lives right here in Nashville.
Yeah. And he played. He's doing. Marty's doing backup vocals, and he also played. Is that what I?
Yeah, and it was weird. Like this whole thing kind of came together just in some weird, random, organic. I mean, there was literally no planning on my part on who I was going to get in my band and all this other stuff. Um, the only person that I really kind of pre-planned or pre-talked to was Michael Devin, who plays with me in the Daisies. Michael and I have known each other, God, since 1999.
Mm,
And I knew we were going to have off for a year. So I said to Michael, "You're moving to Nashville." And I said, "Hey, dude, if I do some shows or whatever next year, you want to do some stuff with me?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And then he heard the record and he goes, "Dude, this is great. I love this. Count me in."
nice.
Um, so initially, I'm sorry if my answer is a little long.
No, that's
Um,
fine.
but I was going to have Michael Devin, this guy Jeremy Osbrock, who most people would know him from the Ace Frehley band, but Jeremy played with me even before I joined the Daisies in 2015. So I knew unfortunately, with Ace's passing, Jeremy wasn't going to be doing much. So I asked him if he wanted to be involved. And then I was going to have my son, Ian, play drums for me.
How old is
Uh,
Ian now? Oh my
don't even
gosh.
ask now.
How old is he? I can't.
How old was he when I first met you?
He
He
was
was
a
like
he was a youngin. He was little tyke.
2003. Yeah, he was probably 12 or 13.
Yeah, that
He's
sounds right.
37 now. Let's just put it that way.
Damn.
Yeah, and he's
And
got
he's
two beautiful daughters. So,
Grandpa Corabi.
yeah. Tell me about it. Um,
He's playing drums. That's cool.
well, I was going to have him do it. And then, okay, let me back up. So I'm go in my head. I'm like, all right, I got Jeremy. Michael Devin will do it. I'll have Ian play drums. And then Paul Taylor came and played some keyboards on my record. And then we just sat and played him some stuff. He's like, "Oh man, let me hear some stuff." So we played him whatever. And Paul goes, "Hey dude, if you need a guitar player, keyboard player, I'm Winger's done now, so
Oh,
I'm
cool.
available." Yeah. So I go,
Yeah.
"Okay, well actually I do want a keyboard guitar player." So Paul jumped on. So I sit there and I go, "Okay, awesome. Got my band, Paul Taylor. I'll play some guitar, Jeremy. I got Michael, Ian." Then Ian called and he said, "Dad, I love you. Please don't
Oh.
take this the wrong way, but I kind of want to make my own name for myself." So he's playing with a band, and I don't know if you remember them or not, but they were kind of around in the 90s when that whole Linkin Park Corn thing was happening.
Hmm.
California band, heavy, kind of heavy, called Steppa.
Okay. Okay.
Well, they were his, like, they were like, Ian idolized them back in the day. Well, they reached out to him and asked him to play some drums for him. He did the record, and then he's been going out doing shows. So
Nice.
he kind of wants to do that thing. So I'm like, great, I got to find a drummer. And then Michael Devin goes, "Well, Troy Lucetta, he's heard your stuff." Like Michael stays with Troy prior to getting his house when he comes up to Nashville. So Troy had heard the stuff. And so I called Troy and he goes, "Yeah, dude, I'm in. I heard the
Awesome.
whole record. It's great." So I'm like, all right, I got a 5-piece band. And then my manager called me a few days later and said, "Hey, man, I was talking to Marty, and he said he had such a great time doing the record that he wants to play guitar as well."
Nice.
So I was like, okay, so now I have like a Black Crowsy 6-piece, whatever. And it's easy. I've known all these. I knew Marty. I met Marty on my first tour with the Scream. That's how
Yeah.
long Marty and I go back. I've obviously known Paul Taylor, Jeremy. Devin, actually, it's funny, we joke about it, but Devin used to date Ian's mother, my ex-wife,
Your ex.
Valerie. That's how
Yeah.
I met him. So, it's just,
What a
we're
tangled
just a
web
bunch.
we weave.
Yeah, yeah. And trust me, I weave as many as I can. I'm a weaving mother.
You're a weaving mofo, John.
Yes,
You.
exactly.
So I mean, and that's gotta help with the chemistry when you guys are coming together and playing. I would think,
Yeah, it was.
knowing each other for so long.
Yeah, it was great. So when I went into the studio, Marty and I had written a bunch of the songs, well, actually all the songs. So Marty's like, let's start demoing some stuff up. And I played guitar, Marty played bass, his son Evan played drums, and between Marty and Evan, they were recording everything. And then Marty would lay some keyboard parts down, or I would do solos, and it was weird, like the songs that he wanted. I'm a good guitar player, but I'm not a great one. So Marty's like, I think we need a little more fire on this solo. Oh, I see your pup.
Keep talking. He's the boss. Sorry.
No, but trust me, I have three of them here.
So yeah,
Yeah,
he's the boss.
but yeah. So Marty was like, we need a little more fire on this. So um, I contacted Charlie Starr from Blackberry Smoke.
Oh, love it.
He's just, I sent him the tracks. He did a beautiful guitar solo for me. And then I called Richard Fortis. Richard just happened
Mhm.
to call and he was like, if you need any guitar, let me know. So I sent him a few tracks. And then as it turned out, after Charlie Starr heard the material, he was like, maybe about a week later, he's like, hey, dude, I got this idea. I want to play for you. And it was this awesome it was just him sitting around with an acoustic guitar. So Marty and I wound up finishing that song. So I played lead on the song that I wrote with Charlie. Charlie played lead on the song that I wrote with Marty. So it's very incestuous, but awesome. It was very easy,
Always.
and they're all friends. You know what I
So it's
mean?
kind of, yeah, the whole thing was almost, would you say serendipitous, or would you, I mean, were you going to make time to do this anyway? It just kind
I
of
mean,
seems like the Dead Daisies break kind of happened at the perfect time.
I was going to do a record regardless, and then just make sure that everything was coordinated between my management and the
Yeah.
Daisies management, so nobody was stepping on anybody's toes. But it just so happened that they came and they said, "Hey, listen, I think we've been going pretty hard since 2013.
Mm.
We're going to take a year off." And I was like,
Mm.
"Okay, awesome." So I just kind of finished up what Marty and I had started, and now I'm off to the races. I'm getting ready to go on tour, and life is good, man. It's awesome.
Life is good, which is kind of the whole theme of New Day. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you know what? I got to ask you a question
Yeah.
because you listen to a lot of music. It's funny how many comments I've gotten on that track where people are like, "I like it, but I'm not sure I like the fact that he's going country."
I don't pick up on country from
And
it.
I'm like, "What are you hearing?" Because I'm hearing like Beatles and Aerosmith, and I I don't get it. But it was funny. I just had somebody, um, and they didn't look at it this way. But I'm like 3 years shy of 70. So I grew up listening to music that is very obviously, and now it's considered classic rock or dinosaur rock, whatever. But I go, there's
25 years
really,
plus.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's really not that much of a difference when you listen to like old country, rockabilly,
Yeah.
and what we're doing, because like I was telling this guy the other day, we were sitting at the bar and he's like, yeah, just that country thing. And I said, hold on a minute, dude. Like, let me. I said, do you like the Beatles? He goes, love the Beatles. I go, okay. early on in their career, the Beatles actually covered a Buck Owens song called Act Naturally, number one.
Hmm.
Number two, if you listen to Wild Horses or I'm Just Waiting on a Friend by the Stones,
Yeah.
both of those songs could be country songs. You listen to, you know, Love of My Life, which was a beautiful song by Queen, or the one that Brian May sang called 39 could be a country song.
Yeah.
And then Led Zeppelin in closing, Led Zeppelin on their In Through the Outdoor record did a song called Hot Dog, which to me
Right.
is
Right.
basically,
Which I love that song.
yeah, they're all country influenced songs. So
Hmm.
why, like, I just like music. And
Right.
that was the thing that I wanted to do with this record was not put myself in any sort of a box.
Yeah. They're probably picking up on the bluesy, soul-y grit. You're wanting this to be it's influenced by the early 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
So
The other thing was I was telling the label even before I recorded a note, I was like, if you're expecting me to do something like the Motley Crue record or any of the records I've done in the past, I'm not interested. Like I'm a 60s, I'll be 67 in April. I
six, seven,
go
six, wait, 6, 7,
6, 7.
6,
Yes.
7. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
And I said, I just want to do something that is very akin to the music that I grew up listening to. I can do the metal stuff or I can do the rock stuff with the Daisies. I've done the Motley stuff 35 years ago. People let it go. It was I had a great time, but
But wait, before we let it go, John, before
okay.
we let it
Here we
go,
go. Let me roll
I
up my
want
pants.
the best story from your Motley Crue days, and then I'll let it go. But you knew it was coming. I just have
Oh
to
God.
ask. To ask. Best
Uh
story, craziest story, and worst moment. Best and
okay.
worst,
Well, first
and
of
then I'll
all,
drop it forever.
first of all, I spent 6 months in a bus touring 5.5, 6 months in a bus with Tommy Lee,
Right?
just me and Tommy. And well, here's one I was just telling somebody the other day. Or actually, I'm very good friends with my old bus driver that drove Tommy and I on that tour.
Still in touch with him.
Yeah, and well, I have a motorhome, and he lives here in Nashville. He goes back and forth between here and Florida. Um, and we were talking about we were both in Florida like a week ago, and we sat down. We were having some drinks and some dinner, and we were just laughing. And everybody at the table was asking how we met, and we started telling war stories from that tour. And he reminded me. He goes, "Dude, do you remember we played in Nashville?" And he goes, "We were headed to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina." And he goes, on the way, I told you guys that fireworks were illegal in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And it was going to be, we were coming up on the 4th of July weekend. So Tommy and I decided to go into a fireworks place
Of course you
in
did.
Tennessee. And we bought about $30,000 worth of Roman candles, firecrackers, M80s, like just all this crazy shit. And then so we got on the bus and we started heading to Myrtle Beach. And Nick reminded me the other day, he goes, "Dude, I'll never forget. We had a security guard named Eric. And Eric House had been in like ex Navy SEAL, like military guy, whatever. And he came into the back lounge of the coach as we were rolling down the road. And Tommy and I were so shit faced drunk that we were sitting there. I had a whiskey, Tommy had a vodka cranberry. we're literally slurring, drooling on each other,
And you got a good
and we're
memory to even remember the drinks.
well.
That's pretty impressive.
Well, I've always been a whiskey drinker, but anyway, we're sitting there smoking cigarettes and drinking and watching the TV, and we're just talking about whatever. And this Eric House guy comes in, and he literally bitch slapped the cigarettes out of our hand and told us that we were fucking idiots because we were sitting on like literally like a keg of dynamite in the back of this
Oh
coach
my god.
with all the fireworks.
It's
He goes,
true.
guys, you will literally blow up the entire back of this bus. Are you out of your fucking minds? And then he told Nick, and Nick was like, yeah, dude, don't let them smoke back there. Whatever. It was
What could
hilarious.
possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong
What
with
could go
Tommy
wrong?
Lee and John Corabi and cigarettes on a keg of dynamite? Nothing.
Nothing wrong. Nothing could go wrong.
Nothing. Nope.
At least nothing did. Thank God.
Yes. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just
That's
dumb
a great
shit you
story.
do. Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're young and naive and whatever.
But those are the good old days, John. Those are the
Yes, ma'am.
those are the good old days. So you're getting ready to head out. You're what, next month? You got a couple weeks.
Yes, I do. I am leaving Nashville February 9th or 10th. We fly to Belfast. We've got to run through the UK and a few dates in Europe. And then I'm coming back and I'm doing a few dates with here in America with Tom Kiefer.
Nice.
They've actually announcing today. Um, but we're doing a bunch of dates together, and then I'm going back over to Europe to do a festival that the record label does,
Mm-hmm.
and then come back and jump in again with Tom, and I'm going to be doing some of my own shows, uh, whatever. So it's so far so good, man. I honestly I wasn't sure. I love the record. Again, it's not a Motley Crue record, so don't. If that's what you're looking for, just go rebuy the Motley record I did 35 years ago. But um, I love this thing. The record label's super jazzed about it, and not to be weird, but I'm getting a great response from the first single.
You said,
So
I think that's interesting. You said you weren't sure if you loved it.
no, I love it,
You love it.
but I
You're just
wasn't
saying
sure if some of these fans
fans,
that
right?
know me from the Motley record, if you
Right.
know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, everything evolves, and it is a great. What I've heard is great. It's called New Day. That's going to be out April 24th.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. There's going to
Awesome.
be, I guess now they got this newfangled way of releasing records. So we already did, the first track came out in December. I'm just now getting into obviously they released it, I think it was December 16th. Um, but then, the whole music
Yeah.
industry shuts down on the 20th or so.
Yeah.
So everybody's picking back up now. So now I've got an interview with you today. Don Jameson called me about a show that he does, and I've got a bunch of interviews this week that the PR people are setting up for me. So hopefully it'll, kick everything in the ass again.
I'm really stoked for you. Are you going to make it to the Bay Area? I hope so.
Is that where you are now?
That's where I am now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
because we kind of, I haven't talked with you since I think the last time we had you down. We did an interview with you, and then you came to the show and introduced us on stage. So what are you doing now?
Yeah, I'm at live. I'm doing the morning show here in the Bay Area, and I've got my Marcy's Playground thing running, which
Awesome.
is fairly new, up and running.
Well, I knew about the Marcy's Playground thing because I've seen some of the videos that you have on YouTube, but I wasn't sure if you were still doing radio or not.
I
So
am.
yeah,
Yes, it's a
which
drug, John.
I'm doing this record stuff and touring, but I did get promoted to night manager at the 7-Eleven.
Excellent.
And then if need be, only if I'm in a pinch, I may go back to the gay porn. Not sure.
I mean, it's always good to have options, you know?
We do have
It's
options. Yes, yes, yes.
nothing wrong with options. Okay, well, I
I'm
hope to
just
see you
waiting.
soon.
I have an agent and everything, but I'm just waiting for the call for a homeless guy. Whatever.
Just have it, you know, I mean, there's all kinds of things you can put in the contract, different clauses, you know.
Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
close-ups. I mean,
No close-ups.
personal
Yeah.
preference. Oh, so wrong. So wrong.
Yes,
But
I know.
what can I expect?
Always. I think the last time we interviewed, you had to correct me for my language on air. So
Well, you know,
I
you
can't
can't
help
say
myself sometimes.
you can't say fuck on the radio, but you can say fuck on the podcast. So,
Okay. All right. Well,
do you want to
fuck
just go
me
ahead?
so sideways.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
All right.
All right, John. It's always awesome. I do hope to see you soon. And
Marcy, thank you so
congratulations.
much. And hopefully, I've had a few fans ask me if I'm going to play America or if I'm going to take it a page out of the Daisies playbook and just play in Europe. And I'm like, nope, I totally plan on playing as many places as I can in America. So hopefully we'll
Good.
get up into your neck of the woods as well.
Please do. Let me know if I can support in any way.
Absolutely, darling. Will do.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye, John.
See you, darling.
Peace out. Woo.
Bye.
Bye.